How Joe Biden got paid. We're going to talk about the Biden family money laundering scheme and where's the money and how he hid the money. Um, he's so confident that we're not going to get to the where the money is going, but we already discovered a lot of places where they've been hiding and parking some of that money. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. Chinese funds were funneled through shell companies into personal accounts. Joe Biden, when accused of corruption, inquired about the whereabouts of the money. The answer has come to light through a series of financial transactions unveiled by the House Oversight Committee, which have been investigating the complex dealings of the Biden family. The committee has previously exposed more than 20 shell companies established by the family, facilitating the movement of money from abroad to various family members. So let's be clear here. The only reason why you have so many shell companies is so you can try to hide where the money comes from. That's the only reason why you would have different shell companies, different names of companies. Either that or you working for a clandestine organization. So what do you think is what Biden is doing with these shell companies? But however, until recently, there was no concrete proof that the funds were going to Biden. Plenty of evidence existed indicating that Hunter and James Biden had been capitalizing on their access to Joe Biden. Joe Biden aided them by participating in meetings and calls with clients and business associates. Emails and testimonies revealed that Hunter and James Biden leveraged their connection to Joe and Joe Biden. A lifelong politician couldn't have been unaware of how his family members were profiting from it. I mean, come on, he's been around in government for 50 years. But where exactly is the money? That's the big question. Now, in a 2019 text message, Hunter Biden wrote, quote, "I hope you all can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. It's really hard. But don't worry, unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary." So, what was Hunter implying with this reference? In September, the House Oversight Committee discovered that James Biden, Joe's brother, had received six-figure loans from AmeriCorps, a company seeking to revive struggling hospitals, which had brought him in to capitalize on the Biden connection. On the same day that AmeriCorps transferred $200,000 to James Biden's bank account, he wrote a $200,000 check to Joe. This purported loan repay was followed by another revelation. On July 30th, 2017, Hunter Biden angrily confronted his Chinese business partner in a WhatsApp message stating, "I'm sitting here with my father and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled." Y'all know I covered this before. And he invoked his father to convey a warning. "I will ensure that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows, and my ability to hold a grudge indefinitely, you will regret not following my direction. I am waiting here with my father for your call." So he was threatening people. Threatening to tell his father what's going on, basically. And in early August, the Chinese sent $5 million, which was funneled to a company associated with Hunter Biden, with $150,000 transferred to James Biden and his wife, Sarah. And she moved $50,000 into a personal account and sent a $40,000 check to Joe Biden marked as a loan repayment. This is wild, right? A loan repay might appear innocuous, but in conjunction with Hunter Biden's text, it could shed light on how the Biden family business operated. Instead of directly investing in family ventures, Joe Biden may have provided personal loans to family members. These loans were then used to finance business opportunities that capitalized on their access to Joe Biden. When income was generated, Joe Biden received his share in the form of a loan repay. On the surface, such an arrangement may have seemed legitimate. Rather than channeling money directly from shell companies to Joe Biden, a move likely to trigger red flags, the funds were directed to entities controlled by other family members, who subsequently transferred the money to personal accounts to pay Joe Biden. It's that simple. Were Joe Biden loans interest free? Considering Hunter's complaint about family members parting with half of their salaries, interest free loans seem less plausible. While family loans must be disclosed to the IRS, they do not need to be reported in federal disclosures. For example, the House Ethics Committee stipulates that, quote, loans made by the filer on which the filer is charging interest must be disclosed unless the borrower is the spouse, parent, sibling, or child of filer. Biden had found a way to receive money without disclosing it. It's some slick stuff. Dubious loans have always been at the core of Biden Inc. Hunter had received a $250,000 loan from China just before Biden launched his presidential campaign. Coincidence? The debt linked to Joe Biden's home was later transferred to a lawyer he met at a fundraiser for his father. In 2021, an unidentified entity provided Hunter Biden with the $2.6 million quote-unquote loan to cover his IRS tax debt. However, Hunter has not yet repaid this loan. This is crazy, and we may not know the exact source of all the money, but we have gained some insight into its destination. The most apt way to conceptualize Biden Inc. is that Joe may have been financially supporting family members who use his name and presence to accomplish what he could not personally. The product, as previous messages have revealed, was Joe Biden, but he also served as the financial backer for the family exploitation of his political office. This could explain why IRS whistleblowers reported being forbidden from investigating Joe Biden's financial affairs. The crucial transactions appeared to occur in personal bank accounts, which could have been used to launder funds sent to the shell companies. Joe Biden's actions might be seen as an investment in a family enterprise, but the predicament is that the family business was public office, and the method of investment conveniently evaded scrutiny. By routing money from China through 3 shell companies and into a personal account, Biden family members concealed the money's origin, which was ultimately paid to Joe. The next question to consider is whether Joe Biden had formal family loan agreements and how many personal loans he had extended to family members. These are questions the media would ask of any Republican politician with a similar financial profile. Currently, the media is generating speculation about Speaker Mike Johnson because he only has $1,000 in his personal bank account, but they won't inquire about Joe Biden's financial transactions. This is wild. As the big guy Joe Biden was, informally, at the center of a family business he claimed to be ignorant of, these payments demonstrate that he directly benefited from it. When Joe Biden engaged with his son's clients or participated in phone conferences, he stood to gain financially. Regardless of the loan terms, Joe Biden knew that the money family members paid him was contingent on his making himself available. The loan repayments transferred Joe Biden's personal interactions with family clients and business partners from a favor to a financial arrangement. We now not only know where the money is, where's the money, but we also have a substantial understanding of how Biden Inc. operated. Disgusting work. But let me know what you think about this. Leave your comments down below, like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.